Welcome to my weekly Weight Watchers check-in. It's hard to believe it's already the 6th of January. The holidays are gone. The snow and the cold have settled in. My depression's kicking in. I can feel it. I hate this time of year with every part of my being, and I plan and try to figure out how not to hate it, but I do. My birthday's coming up, which means I'm getting older, and unlike being a young person, I don't like getting more birthdays. Well, actually, I like having more birthdays because it means I'm still alive, but I don't like getting older, just to clarify. So January is just typically not my favorite month. If I survive January and February, then the year starts to look up for me. But they are definitely not my favorites. And, it's because I live up north. It's cold. It's dreary. I don't want to do anything because I'm cold. And, there's not a lot of sunshine. The days are short. It's just a whole thing. I guess it's that seasonal disorder. But I acknowledge it and I try to do what I can to get myself through it and look forward to what's coming. And that's spring. So I know we're several weeks away from that. But my eye is on the prize. So that's kind of what's been on my mind the last couple of days. I can kind of feeling the doldrums settling in and I'm not loving it. But I've got some plans. I want to teach myself how to use Final Cut Pro. I have a new MacBook to work on, so that's making it a little bit more fun. And, I want to work on my YouTube channels. I want to take this time to just learn some new stuff. So to make what I'm doing a little bit more fun, a little bit better. So I'll get through it. But I'm curious, are any of you suffering from the same kind of stuff? Does the holiday letdown, when it's gone and done and all the preparations and the excitement is past, do you get thrown into this kind of blah feeling too? Because I know I can't be alone in this, but it's miserable and I don't like it. So anyway, that's just kind of been on my mind. I did want to talk about my weigh-in today. This is week 13, so my 12th weigh-in after my initial Weight Watchers starting, and I was down 3.3 pounds. So that was pretty awesome. That puts me at a total loss of 22.6 pounds. Not quite the 24 pounds I wanted to be at, but I'll take it. I'm really pleased with myself. I did my vlog earlier this week when I was talking about my pants falling off. I'm having quite the struggle because I have pants that fit when I started Weight Watchers and pants that were too small for me, and I'm kind of in between. So I feel like I'm walking around constantly pulling my pants up, and it's really annoying. I'm about to just go and get a whole bunch of leggings and long sweaters and just live in those until my body settles into something that I own that fits. But until then, I'm just pulling out more clothes from my drawers and seeing what I can do. It is not a problem that I'm complaining about. Mind you, it is a first world exciting problem to have. Totally thrilled to be going down this path again because before I went back to Weight Watchers, I was having the opposite problem. I had grown out of all my clothes. Nothing fit. I could wear about 3 outfits and it sucked. So to have losses happening and shrinkage happening, I'm totally down with that. So don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I'm very pleased to be having these problems. But it is a problem. And, so I look forward to the summer when I can wear, smaller clothes. I can dig out some of my favorite things that are packed up and I'm trying not to go and spend any money on clothes. I might go to the thrift store. But I don't really want to spend any money on anything until I hit my goal loss, if I can manage that. I mean, I might buy some t-shirts here and there and some leggings like I talked about, but my total weight loss goal from start to finish at this point is 101 pounds. 101.6 pounds or something like that. So I have about 78 and a half pounds left to go. Yeah, my numbers might be slightly off, but I have really quite a large chunk, and trying to keep up with that clothes wise would be difficult. So not going to try that, just trying to keep myself decent and covered. But yeah, so 70, I think I figured it out, 78 and a half pounds is what I want to lose this year, from like today until December 31st. That's my major goal. So I've got this little 20-pound goal that I want to hit by March 31st. Then I have a second, slightly larger goal of 40 pounds by Memorial Day, because I have a wedding that I'm going to that it would be really nice. It's one of my cousins, and it was actually her sister's wedding this fall that kind of got me to get to Weight Watchers, because I saw a picture of myself, and I'll post it here so you can see what I'm talking about, that said, "Oh girl, you need to get a handle on this," because I did not realize that I was looking that fat. And so it would be kind of apropos if I could be down 60 pounds, which would be what 40 would get me to, by her sister's wedding. And of course, it'd also be a fantastic way to kick off summer, right? Because that's Memorial Day and the official start of the summer holiday. And if I could be down 60 pounds, 60% of my total weight loss that I want to achieve, what a fantastic way to start that celebration. So that is where I'm standing right now. That's what I'm focused on. I want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing other than Weight Watchers. And really, it's nothing. I'm not doing anything. I haven't started exercising, and honestly, I probably won't start exercising until the weather gets a little nicer. If I hit a plateau, maybe, but I'm not a huge fan of exercise. Never really have been. I like to walk, and that's about the extent of it. So when the weather gets a little bit nicer, and I'm not talking like spring nicer, I'm talking like 50s, things like that, I'll probably start walking again. But the one thing major change I have done, and if you've watched my past vlogs, you know that probably in November, somewhere around there, I started drinking water every day. And I'm drinking something like, I think it's ending up being about 60 to 64 ounces of water a day. My goal was, I have a water pitcher, which I'll post a picture of here, that I want to drink every day. And then I also have my coffees in the morning, which I count as waters, and my vitamins, which is I drink that in about 8 ounces of water. So I'm not sure the exact total amount of water that I'm drinking every day, but I'm drinking a lot of it. My goal was drink the pitcher of water, and then I could have soda. And other than the sodas that I take to work with me for lunch, I have not been drinking soda at all. I just drink water till I go to bed, pretty much, and then start over the next day. I miss the soda. but I'm enjoying the water. I'm flavoring the water with, you know, the liquid flavors. And I think that the water is really what's helping my weight loss flow a little bit better than it was, because I'm keeping hydrated, especially at this time of year when it's very easy for us to dry out because of the heat, the heat in the house, the weather, you know, all of that stuff. We don't tend to stay as hydrated as we might in the summer. So yeah, so really the only big change other than Weight Watchers has been water. And it is really amazing. You hear about it, and you know, I go through phases in my life where I drink a lot of water, and then I go through phases where I don't drink any. But Weight Watchers and drinking enough water to stay hydrated every day, I think has made just a world of difference. And so that's what I want to tell you. I'm not really doing much. Someday you might see me do exercise. You might not. I mean, you really might not. I'm just not a fan. So don't let me tell you it can't be done without exercise. I know exercise is beneficial. I know that there are things I will gain from exercising regularly, which is why I want to get back to walking. But it doesn't have to be, you know, training for a marathon, and it doesn't have to be hitting the gym every day for me. It literally is just going to be part of incorporating that back into my life. Like, eventually I want to start getting my step goal up, because my step goal right now is 6,000 steps. I think I'm close to hitting that most days. I want to get to where my just baseline is 10,000 again. And as I weigh less and it's easier to move my body, I'm sure that won't be a problem. Because at one point I was up to walking like 8.5 miles a day. So I'll get back there. But I did want to just touch on base on that, just share kind of, you know, what I'm doing. And really that was all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to touch base on my winter doldrums and on the things that I have done over the course of the last 12 weeks of actively, you know, doing Weight Watchers. It's hard to believe that this is my 13th week check-in. It feels like I just started, and then it feels like I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. It just feels right. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you soon.